I cannot be asked with a loss today. I tell you that much for free. Oh, for fuck's sake. Bloody lights are off. Hello? Are they going to ever turn on? There we go. Right. Sorry about that. I'm a little behind. It's been a while. Has it been a while? Let me check. When was the... We did a game not long ago, didn't we? Was it? The Palace game, of course. The Palace game. How could I forget? Hello? Hello? Are we here? Hello? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did that just glitch on the screen? Fucking honestly. It's always something, isn't it? We got the light. I forgot to turn the lights on. I have got, and then the score line. Look at the state of that. It's there we go. Shall we move things over? Hello, welcome. We've got a big game today. FA Cup. It's back. Chelsea. Can we get to another final and lose it at Wembley? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But either way, hello, welcome. Again, as I said, Morecambe. It's a game that you would like to believe that Chelsea could win. It's a game that you would like to think that Chelsea can progress from. Did that just do it again? I just saw something out the corner of my eye there, and it's not just this. I could have sworn there was something on the screen there. But yeah, is it going to be one of those games again where, you know, we drop points? Thankfully, it's a knockout game, but also a little bit dicey. 3 o'clock, not on TV, so you know. Did you see that one? Am I just, what the fuck is going on? You saw that one, didn't you? Am I gonna have to end the stream and start over again? Because I really don't want to have it. Ever get this fucking fixed? What the hell is going on? What is going on? Oh, goodness me. Oh. Well, there you go. Hello, welcome back. Some technical difficulties there, no less. Some signal failure, some technical difficulties, but we're here now. I don't think there'll be any more flickering, hopefully, and we can move on with the. Did you like that? Was that? Come on. It's I thought we'd have a little bit of fun. I've got a new channel coming out, so you know. Harry does a well, yeah. Click the QR code or scan the QR codes. I'm going to put the link in the description. I'm not going to say what it is just yet, but it will be good. It will be good. I promise you. I promise you, it will be worth it. So if you're interested, I'm going to put the link in the description in just a second. 1 second, just whilst I get the thing. I'll put it in the chat as well, actually. Does that work? That does not work. Is that a QR code I can see? It's not a sponsored thing or anything like that, so don't be alarmed. It's not you know, you have to pay for anything or anything like that. I'm trying to actually. This is. You'd think I would have this sort of well worked, wouldn't you? So subscribe. That one. Does that work? It does work. So there we go. We've got it in the. It is an OnlyFans. You've got me. You've got me. It is an OnlyFans. Congratulations. You've sussed it. But we do have the link in the chat. I'm going to put it in the comments now. In the fucking description. So if you refresh at some point, halftime, whatever, then by all means, I am going to get a haircut soon. By the way, who was it that said that? You rude person, Lewis. You're lucky. You were going to get a mod status as well if it wasn't for that. But you know, now it's a bit of a nest at the moment, isn't it? Look at the state of it. Absolutely abysmal. It's my birthday today. Hope I will get a present from Chelsea. Well, if you missed the opening segment of this, maybe go back to the right at the beginning. You'll enjoy it, I promise. Put some work into that. But by all means, please do scan the QR codes and subscribe to the link in the pinned comment in the chat. A new channel. But what could it be? What could it be? I'm on the beers today. But yeah, keep an eye out. 26th of January, so we've got 2 weeks tomorrow. Basically, it will premiere. Put it that way. But other than that, that's all I can really say. It is a solo project. It is a completely solo project. Absolutely no one else is involved. My hair looks awful. I might have to wear a hat. It is just me on my own. No one else. Maybe someone, but you know him quite well at this point. He isn't human. It is not football related whatsoever. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. No Alex. There are no humans on there apart from myself and maybe a little geezer that you know so far quite well. But you'll get to know him even better. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Yes, Mark Goldbridge, yeah. But the name Harry does 100s. Take your guesses. I'm not going to tell anything. You know, I'm not gonna confirm nor deny anything. I won't say anything at all. I thought I'd do that for this game purely because it's Morecambe. Let's be honest, it's not exactly going to be. Well, I say that. We'll get into the starting 11 in just a second, but it is a case of hopefully, whatever I was saying in the preview part at the beginning of the stream, hopefully. You would imagine it's going to be a bit of a walk in the park. 23rd in the League Two, in League Two. Sorry, should I say? It's you would imagine we will come away with the victory, especially no less down to due to the fact that we've got a lot of starting 11 players, one or two, but we have got quite a strong team here today, and I do believe it's probably going to be down to the fact that. If you watch my preview, which not a lot of people did, it is maybe time to bounce back. Maybe a game that we can use to bounce back in terms of a bit of momentum. Who knows? We will just have to wait and see. I'll tell you what, that was fucking amazing. Did you like it? I showed the missus, and she said that the acting was absolutely top draw. Absolutely top draw. So I'm chuffed with that. I honestly, I don't think any of you kind of, obviously it's a bit weird because it was like the static and everything isn't typical for like a stream, but I didn't give anything away, did I? Why is Disassi playing? I've no idea. I don't get why he even has a contract with the club anymore. It is beyond me that we, allow him to have a place in the team. Even on a subs bench, it's crazy. But all the same, I find it hard to believe that beyond all of that, how he has a place in the starting 11, I have no idea. With that said, 13 minutes to go. The lights were off on purpose. No, they weren't. They actually weren't. They were meant to be on, and then I was going to do it so the lights turned off. But I felt like that would have been a little bit more, because if the lights turned off, I'd be like, what's going on here? And you'd be like, oh, this is bollocks. Whereas with the lights being on already, off already, it's easier to be like, Harry's forgotten something again, you know? So it worked out. It worked out well. I'll probably post that first bit as the trailer on the channel. That'll be the only football. That will be the only football content for the most part. I'm not going to ever talk about Chelsea on that channel. That's the only thing that I can. I'm not going to give away the meat and potatoes of what the channel is about. But in time, in 2 weeks and 1 day, you'll have the premiere. And it will be worth it, I tell you. I promise you. It'll be good. It'll be good. Reece James in the starting 11. I need to work out, actually. I need to work out whether or not we actually have. And it's a Sunday. It will be the day after the Man City game. The day after the Man City game. I need to work out whether or not I have the graphics for all of the players mentioned in the squad. And I think I do. So the starting 11 today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Jorgensen in goal. Great to see. We've got Tosin and we've got Disasi in the starting 11 as well. Unsure what the formation is going to be in terms of like who's on what side. You would imagine Tosin's going to be on the right, but then you'd also imagine Disasi would be on the right. We have got Renato Vega on the left back position, and the return of one Reece James is in the starting 11 today. In the middle, this is where it gets a little bit hairy. I'm going to have to see if someone has some sort of idea as to what it's going to be. I'm imagining now, looking at this, you're probably right. It is Lavia, slap bang in the middle. We are going to be listening to it on TalkSport, yes. Then we have, in attack, we've got Joao Felix, who is most likely going to be in the middle there. We have Christopher Nkunku, who's probably going to be there. We have Pedro Neto in the lineup as well. A lot of strong players here. Let's not beat around the bush. Tyreek George, you would imagine, would play in a game like this. But again, Neto, Felix, Nkunku, James. It's probably a good game for James, to be fair, all things considered. But then again, up top, Mark Guiu, our poster boy for today's thumbnail. But it is what it is. It might well be Nkunku's last match. Who knows? It may well be Christopher Nkunku's last match for Chelsea as the window is open. The window is open. He is more than likely looking for a way out. But time will tell. On the bench, we've got Robert Sanchez, we've got Levi Colwill, we've got Joshua Achiampong, we've got Malo Gusto, we've got Mark Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, Jadon Sancho, and Nicholas Jackson. A star-studded bench, to say the least. It will play out as it will. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm not expecting to see Palmer. I'm not expecting to see Enzo. I'm not expecting to see Sancho. Maybe Jackson, but I think that would be a little bit harsh on Guiu and on Nkunku. If Jackson is to come on in this game, it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? I'm not expecting to see him play in any capacity today, unless of course, we drop the ball and have a little bit of an issue. It's safe to say that I think Guillou could see out the full 90. A brace or a hat-trick is what I'm predicting for Mark Guillou. He's already got one this season. I think it came against Shamrock Rovers, did it not? So can he do it again on the domestic stage for Chelsea Football Club? He's done it on the European stage. Can he do it on a cold winter's afternoon against Morecambe at the Bridge? Would you like me to stream the game to you? It's okay. The Talk Sport is good enough for me. 5-1 says Bully. Wish Achimpong started. Yeah, but then James, if he's back, if he's capable of starting, do you risk the biscuit and go full schwap with him and hope for the best, or do you just continue to wrap him in bubble wrap, saran wrap, not saran wrap. Saran wrap's like cling film, isn't it? What's bubble wrap called in America? Is it called anything? Bubble wrap? Oh, I'm just getting the old TalkSport up. Been 10 since the Bradford game now. 10 years since the Bradford game. Jesus Christ. It was 10 years since I was 19. I was 19 10 years ago. Can you believe that? I was older than you are now 10 years ago. Dan, can you believe that? This game is like a warm-up for James to see if he's ready. I would suggest that would be the case. It is, yeah. It's called bubble wrap. Oh, okay. Potter at West Ham. Did anyone see Potter say that the boys gave it all after the game for West Ham in his first loss? I was worried. I was thinking it was editing, like fake, but it was real. It was real, At least I think it was. He was there with the FA Cup. They're obviously out the FA Cup, aren't they? And he was saying, well, they gave it all. They did give it all. Did well for 70 minutes of the game. Yeah, well. It's good to see David Moyes back at Everton. All is right with the world once again. It's like seeing Sean Dyche back at Burnley. It's like seeing, Sam Allardyce back at fucking Bolton. It's like seeing... Who's another really like... It's like seeing Tony Pulis at Stoke. It's and I'm not talking like Alex Ferguson back at United. It's like seeing really niche. It's like seeing fucking what's his name? Bald bloke for Palace. Fuck me, I should know this. Who's the old bald manager? Ian... Crystal Palace. Ian Dowie. Not Ian Holloway. Not Ian Dowie. It's not Dowie. Dowie? What's his name? Dowie? What's his first name? I just keep saying Dowie. It is Ian Dowie. For me, Ian Dowie is like the Palace manager. You could say Roy Hodgson, obviously. But for me, it is Ian Dowie was like the guy back in like prime Barclays years. Rafa at Liverpool, yeah. I'm more so leaning towards like really like I wouldn't even say Rafa. I'd say Gerard Houllier at Liverpool was like during my time growing up. I think it is Gerard Houllier, isn't it? God rest his soul. Is he not? He's no longer with us. Gerard Houllier, did he pass away? He did, back in 2020. But Gerard Houllier was 98 to 2004. That's so weird. 2004 was when he left Liverpool. And for some reason, he's like the guy, obviously Rafa as well, but I don't look at Liverpool and think Klopp necessarily. I always think Rafa or Houllier. I'm trying to think of other really niche sort of managers. But even still, good to see Moisey back at, where it all began for him, or all started going Premier League-wise well for him. Yeah, Wenger's a bit too obvious, isn't it? Ian Holloway Ian Holloway at Blackpool. Fucking Jesus. Ian Holloway at Blackpool. Is that the one specifically that people remember? Ian Holloway at Palace, sure, but Ian Holloway at Blackpool was just, you know, of the era, you know. Remember Pete Fellaini? Leighton Baines. Was Leighton Baines a bit too late for Moyes? No, he wouldn't have been. He wouldn't have been. He's been everywhere. Yeah, Holloway has been everywhere. He's managing Swindon Town at the moment, isn't he? Is he? Jesus. The players are coming out of the tunnel as we speak. Yakubu, of course. How could I forget? Not Jermaine Pennant. Pinar. Pinar? Is that the one? Absolutely. So they have a big banner for Vialli, do they? It's been a year. It's been over a year since Vialli passed away. Can you believe that? As I said, the boys are coming out. Tim Howard, of course, yeah. What are we saying? Good to see James. Oh, sorry. I completely missed a super chat. Striker solution equals Pedro from Flamengo. 35 million. Classic number 9, says Luis Ayer. Thank you very much for the super chat. Much appreciated. Can't say I know too much about him, to be honest with you. Are we not playing Flamengo in the Club World Cup? Chelsea Club World Cup. We might find out all about him. Who have we got? Standings. We've got... Where's Chelsea? No, we do have Flamengo. So there we go. We might get to see him in all his glory. I don't even remember who we've got. We've got Flamengo. We've got Estadio, fucking what's the name? We've got Leo as well. There's a few weird ones. It should hopefully be somewhat of a walk in the park, no? You'd hope? You think? Yeah. I was hoping to go out there, but America is such a fucking crazy place at the moment that I just do not see the fucking point. I was hoping to go out, maybe see Alex, go to a game or so, maybe 1 or 2 games, and then come home. But it just seems so dangerous. So dangerous. Like, it's just one thing after another there, isn't it? It's just every day something crazy is happening. Kobe Mainu to Chelsea. I must say, the last week or so, I've just completely... I've been listening to, obviously, transfer rumours and all that sort of thing, but it's just too early. It's just way too early in the window to really give it any sort of thought or waste your breath on it. You know what I'm saying? So I do think we'll make 1 or 2 signings, but I think the bigger part of all of this is going to be the sales. We're going to make way more sales than we are signings. I think that really goes without saying, you know. So we'll have to wait and see who goes. A matter of time. A matter of time. Would you take Delap at Chelsea? I think everyone is thinking that at the moment. He's just the new hot fucking... He's like, is it Evan Ferguson was like him at one point, and now he's kind of died down a little bit, and now it's Liam Delap, and it's like, well, he's the next hot ticket in town, and it's just a little bit tiring going after like who's the next big thing in England at the moment. Can he do it for Chelsea? Who knows? It all seems a little bit early. Coming up with Ipswich. I mean, he could prove us all wrong and do really well, but I'm really sort of like, we'll see. I don't even think he'd necessarily be our first team striker straight away. And that's just unfair on him because he's getting game time like week in, week out for Ipswich. Why? What? I haven't got the timer up. Hang on. Why would he come this season, I think it would be beneficial to him to wait until next season at least. See out the rest of his season. I think it'd be beneficial to us as well. I don't think we're not doing much this season apart from fighting for top 4. I just don't think either way it really benefits either side, to be honest with you. But Harry T, thank you very much for the super chat. Much appreciated. Again, QR code on the screen, a new YouTube channel for myself. It will be premiering the 26th of January 2025. So please do scan the QR code. The link is also in the description. I can assure you, if you like me, if you like me, I'm not saying if you like me, please subscribe. I'm saying if you like me, you'll like what's coming. That's all. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to beg you to fucking subscribe, but it'll be a laugh. It'll be good. Don't you worry about that. The premise will be announced sooner to the time, but until then, just trust the process. Trust the process. Free kick to Chelsea in a decent position here. Edge of the box, just to the right corner of the box. Crossed in straight away. James Disassi over the top. John Cena is 14-1 to win the Royal Rumble. It's way too early for any leaks to be out already. I'd absolutely love him to win it as well. It would probably piss quite a lot of people off though at the same time because it seems all too obvious for Cena to just win everything, wouldn't it? If he wins the title, the only realistic way that he could win it is if he wins the Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank. For those who remember, he was the first person to ever cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase and fail to win the title. I think against CM Punk. So what a way to rectify that. It's a great little run here by Pedro Neto. Gets away from his man. Another man. Mark Guillou might make the run. It's João Felix who he goes for, and it doesn't quite pay off. A decent counter-attack there by Pedro Neto. It doesn't amount to anything. But first 3.5 minutes, Chelsea looking dangerous, to say the least. Morecambe on the attack, right-hand side. They've got a man in the middle. He gets to it. Renato Vega, a bit slow getting to it. He gets turned inside out, and it's a good shot. A bit of a fumble there by Jorgensen. But he's managed to keep it away for now. Dangerous attack there by Morecambe. I think my prediction in my preview was 3-1 Chelsea. I could see it. I could see us conceding, especially with defence like that. With us defending the way we were just then, it's all but possible that we could concede a goal in this game. But I think it will just prove to be a bit too much, the attack that we've got on the pitch right now. Ball over the top by Vega is too much. He's playing the pivot role, not the pivot, the inverted role. When we are in attack, they've got their own Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. Oh, through the back of him there, Tyreek George, Vega Plays it across field. Finds Reece James. Careful now. And Kunku. Lavia. Vega in support. Finds Disassi. Tyreek George operating the left-hand side today. It's Disassi. Toss in. Loads of space for Neto out wide. He goes for the threading of the needle. Doesn't amount to anything there. And it's a goal kick. Here comes the money. Money calls. Here comes the money. Yeah, it was more of it was just a hard shot. Obviously, Jorgensen wasn't quite expecting that. He doesn't come around teams like Morecambe there very often. They're going to be certainly coming into this game with some tricks up their sleeves in order to maybe cause an upset here today. Like I say, we played them back in 2021, and I think it was 4-1 in the end. We had goals by the usual suspects. I think it was Timo Werner, Havertz, Mount, and Pulisic. I think like the fucking worst four. He got the sack the day after, did he? Seems so long ago. Morecambe with the counter attack. Lovely ball over the top. Vega absolutely caught out possession. Could pass across goal, but Jorgensen collects well in the 6-yard box. And it's, once again, the counter-attacks from Morecambe looking really good. Looking really, really good. Joao Felix. Tyreek George. Finds Joao Felix. Is he going to have a shot from outside? He does. Deflected. And it's going to be a corner ball. No VAR. There is no VAR. Ball comes in. Dangerous! Right across the face of goal. It's not cleared away very well. Joao Felix blasts it over the bar. They're calling for a handball. Absolutely no chance there. Yeah, Vega's getting absolutely manhandled in this game. We have a corner. Four likes away from 50 on the stream. Please do smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the link in the pinned comment in the chat. And do hit that bell notification so that you're notified of any future content on this channel, but also when that premiere video comes out on the 26th of January. I would imagine it's going to come out probably around... I'm looking to upload it around probably 6 o'clock UK time, PM. Ball played over the top by Lavia. Looks for Nkunku. So frosty. You think Tyson Fury is from Morecambe? Well, he lives there. I don't know if he's from there, is he? Vega. Felix. Tyreek George. Left-hand side, cuts inside really well. Nice play, nice 1-2. It would be a fantastic goal for George if he can get it away. He's dispossessed right in the last second there. He picks it up again. Great tackle, right across face of goal, and no one's there to put it away. Throw in to Morecambe. Bit of a mess at the moment. Lavia fouled. He's rolling around. It's never a good sight to see Romeo Lavia rolling around, I must say. Why are our centre backs think they are think they are prime Zidane and Perlo with these long passes straight from the goal kick? I know. Well, it does seem to be a thing that we do quite frequently. Vega likes a long ball. Disassi likes a long ball. Badiashile likes a long ball. Tosin likes a long ball. Obviously, James can operate quite a nice long ball. It's a Chelsea thing. Not necessarily something that we do successfully, but, you know. We do it quite a lot, don't we? We do it quite a lot. I'm assuming, Raquel, you saw that recent compilation of really bad passes from Zidane, which probably was a compilation of just his worst passes rather than all of his passes. Long balls are good to change it up against the low block. Well, it's what we've had to adapt to. It's what we've had to do to overcome the low block, something that we've obviously failed time and time against it in the past. 12 or so minutes gone. Another corner ball to Chelsea. An early-ish goal would be nice. It doesn't. Does it go to replays still? I swear it doesn't. I feel like they've got rid of that now. I think does it go extra time and penalties or straight to penalties? Is it like Carabao Cup now? Ball comes in all the way off the post. Straight to extra time and penalties, is it? Well, I say straight to, but extra time and penalties, basically. Great chance off the corner of the where the you know off the what's name? Was it Axel Disassi? It was Tosin Adarabioyo. We forgot that you were here. If that's the Morecambe fans singing that, then that's embarrassing because my volume is so low. Teams barely have enough time to do all these games. I mean, our next one is Bournemouth. We've got a game on Tuesday, so keep an eye out for that. Obviously, going to be doing a watch along for that. Then we've got Wolves on the Monday after that, with City on the Saturday. And then, of course, the premiere of the new channel the day after. Disassi. Felix. Ball comes in. Really nice cross. I mean, that's a corner. I was going to say, this keeper is shite. He is poo. He looks like Kepa, and he plays like him too. Absolute shit. I will not be playing Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite in my life. And I'm not saying that as in like some sort of brag, but I've never played it. I don't plan to change that anytime soon, I must say. Corner ball to Chelsea. It looks like James from there. It is, and it comes all the way through again. Felix. Ref! Penalty! Come on! That's what it takes against against fucking Morecambe. A penalty. Come on! He does. He looks like Courtois, to be fair. He's got the same haircut as Courtois. Felix keeps it in. What is that guy doing? It's still in. It's still in. There's no VAR. He's gone like this. He's like, what are you doing? It is. He's like the love child of Courtois and Kepa Arrizabalaga. And he's throwing down a stinker like them too. Not so much Courtois, but it is Christopher Nkunku to make it 1. And he saved it. Fucking hell! Why do I slag people off? Why? Why do I slag goalkeepers off ever? I was just absolutely ridiculing the bloke, saying how shit of a keeper he is, and he's gone and saved a The jinx is back! The jinx is back! My God, that might be the biggest jinx of all. I wasn't to know we got a penalty. Unbelievable, eh? Unbelievable. And Nkunku stinks, man. He's so off his line. What's the linesman doing? What's the point of you? He had one job to make sure he didn't come off his line. And he's about 3 yards off it. Fucking joke. Just standing there like a fucking idiot. Unbelievable. Not unbelievable, though, is it? Oh, dear. Offside. It was a good save because he was practically right in front of him. That's why. I'd have saved that if I was standing a yard away from him. Nicely intercepted by Vega. Not enough on it, though. Lavia's having to step in and do the rest. And Nkunku with a shit pass. Pedro Neto having to make up for it. And Nkunku comes in, fouls him. And Nkunku, mate, what are you even playing at? Linesman, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's literally his job. It's to just stand there and make sure he doesn't, breach his line. And he did exactly that. Now, play on. Play on. Fucking joke. Yeah, I appreciate we should be winning. It's 20 minutes, though, at the same time. I don't know if you're expecting it to be like 1,000,000 or what. I would like to think it would be similar to fucking hell. Similar to the Noah game or Shamrock Rovers. You'd think. Do you think Morecambe would beat Shamrock Rovers? Do you think? Do you think bottom of the barrel League Two is better than an Irish team? An Irish top team as well. James. Vega. Tyreek George. Lovely play. Joao Felix is in and out, in and out. Really nicely played. Ball comes in. It's a great cross. Flicked away. Yeah, it wouldn't be a very. It wouldn't be a very lively game, would it? Joao Felix goes for the shot. Joao Felix is shot straight in the face. That's got to hurt. What is it? Minus what at the moment? It's 2 degrees. Is this just an unfamiliar lineup, or is this a problem with a system manager on display? Well, I don't know. I think Enzo Maresca's being exposed somewhat. Over the last few games, it's safe to say I do think Maresca's system has been found out by a lot of teams. I think Everton were the first team to really show that. So we could be in a bit of trouble moving forward when we play against City and, well, the rest of them. Poor pass back. Lovely by Jorgensen. Absolutely stupendous. Toss in. Lavia. Good ball finds Guillou! Side netting. Proper striker he is, isn't he? Bob saying, what's the QR code? It is my new YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe, by all means. It's not football related. I mean, it will be at times. It will be at times. But not for the most part. It's not strictly like football channel. Jesus! James going in hot. Morecambe with a chance, crossed in, dropped by Jorgensen. Disasi comes and ushers the ball into Jorgensen's mitts. How do you scan the code on the thing? I mean, you could just click the link in the pinned comment in the chat. There's also a link in the description. It's more so just there in case people are watching on TV or whatever. Chris, grow up, honestly. This keeper's so jarring to look at. There's the beard. What do you reckon of the beard? Does the beard need to be trimmed, do you think? I've got to get rid of some of this. I'm a bit undecided. Do I keep growing it? Do I trust the process, or do I cut it a bit? It's very bushy, isn't it? It's very bushy. Tyreek George out wides. Grow it until the City game. So two more weeks. Looks like you have a massive chin. Look at the size of it. It's fucking. It makes me look like my chin is swollen. There's my chin. And then whoa. Tyreek George looks for the ball. Keep it until winter's end. Fitting. Jean Felix! It's a great save. Why did I slag this twat off? Why? Why did I talk shit about this keeper? He's having an absolute blinder now. Oh, I keep mine at medium length. Too long looks scruffy. Too short looks amateur. I mean, I usually keep mine in between. This is the longest it's been for a while, and another great save by the keeper. It's going to be a foul anyway. Yeah, I usually keep it probably like that usually, but I've got all of that now. Someone said until winter's end. Lob Sang said until winter's end. So when does that end? So in spring, or do I keep it until like March? Do you reckon? When is winter's end? Yeah, corners have been decent today. Keep it until 2100. Spring is the 20th of March. So shall I grow it until the 20th of March? 2 more months. It's going to be massive. It's going to be absolutely ginormous. I did forget. Don't forget. Hey! 10 o'clock. 50 likes on the stream. Wow! 70 likes on it at the moment. 30 away from 100. Let's try and get there. An absolutely terrible pass played forward by this sassy. Who would have seen that coming, eh? It's your beard at the end of the day. Well, yeah. Looks like a full head of hair on your chin. Does it really look that big? I think because I see it every day, it doesn't seem like it's that big, but would you class this as like a big beard? Premier League, you're having a laugh. Well, I mean, it's Disassi that we're talking about. Potentially? What do you mean potentially? You know, either is or it isn't. Give it one more day. No more long balls, Disassi, please. Square it up. Yeah, I think I just haven't got it in the style that it needs to. It's just long at the moment. It's too much weight here. It's way too much weight there. There's such a big chin. I just need to shape it up a bit, you know? Since you criticised him, this keeper has turned into prime Neuer. Yeah. He's been unreal, isn't he? He's been so good. I do. Technically, I have big one here and then the old double chin. Nice shoulder there by Tosin. We look shit. We look so shit. Once again. Vega. To the Pope. I thought you were going to say someone who like does barbecue and all that sort of thing. Oh, get up! He didn't actually fall over, but he was desperate for a free kick there. I'm doing well, Reese. I'm doing very well. I hope you're doing well yourself. I'd be doing better if Chelsea could actually win a game for the first time in... I mean... How long has it been? It has been so long. We haven't won a game since the 19th of December. We haven't won domestically since the 15th of December. It has nearly been a month since we've won a game of competitive domestic football. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. To get back into winning ways. We lost to Ipswich, I know. And I had such a go at people for claiming that, you know, the end is now. We're going to go back to losing all the time. And that was before the Ipswich game. And I was like, all you doom and gloom merchants fucking whinging and moaning. The only way I can truly, like, if we lose to Ipswich, there's a valid claim that we are in a bit of trouble. But it's not going to happen. So stop complaining. And then, and then we lose to Ipswich, the jinx that I am. Oh, it was so inevitable. Obviously, I didn't do a watch long for that game, but I was watching it at the in-laws. And it was, they saw a side of me. They saw a side of me they haven't seen before. They saw aggression coming from me that I haven't put on display in front of my my mother-in-law. And she she found it hilarious, but she doesn't seem to understand the severity of the situation. I did not find it funny one bit. Not one bit. If my grandmother's retirement community sets up a team in the low blocks, she will stump Maresca, yeah. It just seems like any manager any manager who takes over Chelsea is welcomed with a low block. They just don't know what to do. They just don't know what to do. Do you know that Lisa Simpson meme? Lisa Simpson meme. Where she's like... That's... Shall I try and get them up? Hang on. So you've got that one. This is any Chelsea manager whenever they're up against a low block, and this is well, how are you gonna Maresca? How are you going to combat this low block? And he's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's not something I can do. Hopefully we don't come across the low block, and then we come across the low block. And this is him. This is Maresca's face on the bench when he actually comes across the low block, and he's like, "I'm stumped. I haven't got a Scooby. I ain't got a fucking clue. Not a Scooby Doo. What I'm supposed to do." I'm like, is that accurate or is that not? Those are the two faces of Maresca in my book. Oh. Goal kick. 38 minutes played. Our defence isn't being kicked in the balls yet. Does Bournemouth play a low block? Probably. I don't fucking know. They probably do. Just boring, innit? Play football. Christ's sake. Toss in might have a shot. Deflected! And it's in! Ah, cruel deflection. And Bergove, or where his fucking stupid name is, will be absolutely livid. He's had a belter of a game since I slagged him off, but he picked that one out the back of the net, you twat. Chelsea won. Morecambe 0. Absolutely stupendous goal. And how can I forget? 10 o'clock. Fucking Morecambe. More like more to come. Am I right? That's a horrible deflection. It really is. Absolutely diabolical. He's fuming. He looks so much... He looks in his 30s. There's no way. Morecambe FC. There's no... How young are you willing to bet that this goalkeeper is? How young? 28. Fair enough. Fair enough. He's 28 years old. I was about to say, I bet this guy is somehow like 21. And I look at him and I'm like, he's not that much younger or older than me. 28. It's understandable, you know? More to come from Disassi. Giyu's been quiet, hasn't he? Giyu's been very quiet as of late. Wanna be in that number. Morecambe playing around the back. Poor pass out the back. And a throw into Chelsea on the halfway line. Vega. Disassi. Toss in. James. Nkunku. Back to James. Working their way up the pitch. Toss in. Disassi. George. Vega. Disassi. Toss in. Goes for a shot again! And it's just gone wide. I was going to say, he was going for the actual goal there rather than deflected shot. Felix. 2.5 minutes to go of regular time. And we are 1-0 up. Doing well. Not really. I tell a lie. We look awful. A deflected goal. We couldn't score a penalty against Morecambe, so we needed a deflected goal to go in order for us to gain the lead. I just don't understand what's going on. We were really playing so well at the beginning of the season. Really, really well. Up until the Everton game, and then suddenly it's just gone to shit. I just don't understand what's gone wrong. Have we just been found out? Has Maresca just been found out, or what? We need a striker. It's like... It's just the same old story, innit? How many fucking times have we been about, we need a striker? Times get tough. We need a striker. Can't score any goals. We need a striker. And it's like, fuck me. Obviously, Jackson needs to be putting them away. There's no arguing that. He's become a bit of a frustration, isn't he? But I still stand by thinking that he is good enough. I do think he's good enough. George with the shot. He's just going through a fucking really shit patch. Oh, God, when are we playing West Ham next? Playing West Ham on the 3rd of February at Stamford Bridge. Graham Potter's return. Can anyone be fucking asked for that inevitable loss against fucking Graham Potter? It's so inevitable. Bet the fucking house. Bet the house that Graham Potter's West Ham are going to get a result against us. It is so inevitable. Fallen nicely, and Nkunku might have a chance. Lord knows he'd miss anyway. Four minutes of additional time. 2-2. Yeah, I see more of a draw than a loss. I don't see us necessarily losing to West Ham. I see us drawing. For sure. For sure. Antonio again, yeah. Well, no, it won't be Antonio won't be playing, mate. Don't think he's coming back anytime soon. Louis with the super chat. We be claiming for a striker since Costa and a goalkeeper since Courtois. This is ridiculous for Chelsea, as big a club as Chelsea. Thanks again for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. It is true what you're saying, though. It's so boring. I for one, am not someone. You didn't know he was injured. You didn't hear he was in a fucking like really bad car crash where he broke his leg. Have you been living under a rock? What? He nearly died. There was a moment in time that people thought Antonio had died. And you're just like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Felix over the top. It's a lovely ball, and Tyreek George just can't get to it in the end. But yeah, Lewis, you're right. I for one am not of the mind that I'm of the mind of the goalkeeper situation, but the striker, I do like Jackson. I think Jackson's getting poor support from the fans. Think he deserves at least the rest of the season. If he's not pulled his socks up and, sorted himself out, do you think if he hasn't done better than last season, then it's fair to say that he needs to be replaced as our first man? Or even if he does better than last season, which, if I remind you, it was a good season. If he does better than last season, 35 games, 4 off the bench, 14 goals. This season, 19 games, 9 goals. He is already way better than last season. And might I remind you again of the statistic that he is the second highest performing statistics-wise. And I know people are like, it doesn't fucking matter, that's statistics. I'm also like, GA doesn't mean I'm fucking, it's the eye test for me with regards to strikers. However, to have had a better debut season than Drogba, to be the second best striker since the best striker in their debut season since Diego Costa from a foreign league. I don't know what more you need. Obviously, he needs to start putting more away. But I do think that will come in time. It was much worse last season, truth be told. It really was. I just don't really understand how much people expect from a player who's still adapting, even though he is as good as he is. It's just, it doesn't seem, nothing ever seems enough, Shall we look at the top goal scorers very quickly? So obviously, 9 goals is embarrassing for Chelsea level. But it's still Chelsea top scorers. I need to see. Record, not record goal scorers. I mean, each season, top goal scorers. Is this going to give me like a decent graphic to work with here? 6-2 to Leicester. Jesus. The new channel, Adrian, all will become clear in due time. I'm going to keep promoting it. See what happens. But it will premiere 26th of January this year, not next year. So Parma this season so far. Parma last season. Kai Havertz the season before that with 7 goals. 7 goals. Season before that, Mason Mount with 11 goals. The season before that, 7 goals. Jorginho. All of those goals were penalties, let's not forget. Season before that, 15 goals for Tammy Abraham. Season before that, 16 goals for Eden Hazard. 15 goals, Tammy Abraham. Pretty good. Pretty good. Eden Hazard, Diego Costa, 20 goals. Season before that, 12 goals for Diego Costa. So even Diego Costa in the 15-16 season, which all things considered wasn't a great season, let's be honest. 12 goals that season. 20 goals before that. 14, 15, 11, 13. Drogba with 29 in the 9-10 season. 19 for Anelka. 10 for Lampard. It's just not a thing. You know, it's just not a thing. Chelsea just do not score a lot of goals as our top goal scorer. It's just not something we do. So since the turn of the century, 2000, we had Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank with 23. Decent. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank with 23. Decent. 14 for Zola. 12 for Hasselbank. We're in the teens now already. 14 for Zola. 12 for Hasselbank. 13 for Lampard. 16 for Lampard. 20 for Drogba. 10 for Lampard in the 7-8 season. 19 for Nicolas Anelka. 29 for Drogba, obviously an outrageous season. 13 for Malouda. 11 for Lampard. 15 for Lampard. 14 for Hazard. 20 for Costa. 12 for Costa. 20 for Costa. 12 for Hazard. 16 for Hazard. 15 for Abraham. 7 for Jorginho. 11 for Mount. 7 for Kai Havertz. 22 for Parma. And 13 for Parma this season. Yet 14 for Jackson, he's bettered, not including this season, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seasons. But apparently 14 isn't enough. You know, I don't know what the thought process is of a lot of Chelsea fans who think that we are this goal scoring fucking machine of a club. It's just not in our nature to score loads of goals for our one singular top scorer. It's a team thing. It is a collective thing. We score goals as a collective. We do not rely on an Erling Haaland. We do not rely on a Mohamed Salah. You know? It's just not what we do. So to blame solely on Jackson for not being the one scoring the goals is just fucking backwards and ridiculous. It's the players around him who should be putting more in. We need to see what's our top goal scorers in the season this season. Stats in the Premier League. Hang on. I could probably look at it on that website, to be fair. Premier League. Chelsea Premier League scorers. Why is this so hard to fucking find out? Stats. Top scorers. There we go. 13 for Palmer. 3 penalty goals. 9 for Nicholas Jackson. And then we've got 5 for Madueke. 3 for Enzo Fernandez, who, if I'm not mistaken, hadn't scored a goal for Chelsea until this season. Nkunku, 2. Can't blame him because he never fucking plays, but even when he does, he gets like 2 minutes. Sancho, 2. Disassi is our 7th top goal scorer this season in the Premier League. Disassi! But Jackson is the problem. You're telling me we need a striker because Jackson scored nearly double digits this season. Something that we never really go that far anyway, in terms of like anything over 14, 15 is considered like quite a good record for Chelsea. But our very own Axel Disassi is our 7th highest goal scorer this season in the Premier League. But Jackson is the issue. There's no Neto on there. You know? And I love Neto. But I'm just saying, there's so many fucking other players who are to blame in this situation. Lewis with another super chat. The problem with Jackson is we can't count on him to score week in, week out. Then he goes and scores 3 against Spurs to up the stats. He's a stat padder. I mean, should we see when he scored these goals? Premier League. Scored 1 against Brentford. 1 against Aston Villa. 1 against Leicester. 1 against Newcastle. 1 against Liverpool. 2 against West Ham. 1 against Palace. 1 against Wolves. And that's your lot. So, Lewis, I appreciate the super chat, mate. You're referring to last season. I'm sure you know that, but it's just not. There is no stat padding this season. Obviously, there's an issue. He's scored 1, 2, 3 goals in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. 3 goals in his last 10. And obviously, he has more than had enough in the way of opportunities as well. I do just think the whole argument, obviously, of we need a striker. We need a striker. Every season, it's we need a striker. We need a striker. We need a striker. And it's like, it's just... Then you buy Osimhen. Then you buy Gyökeres. Then you buy... Liam Delap, and it doesn't work out then either. It doesn't work out. The formation we play, the style of play we play doesn't work out, and then they don't score, and then it's we need another striker. It doesn't work out. Lukaku didn't work out. We need another striker. Havertz isn't a striker. We need a striker. It's never a win-win situation for Chelsea. It never ever works out. So the point I'm making, yes, of course, Jackson needs to score more goals. He needs to it's not that he needs to score more goals, he just needs to be more effective with the chances that he has. Obviously, that goes without saying. But there are so many chances for other players. Those stats, Disassi being our 7th highest goal scorer this season, is fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But also, what's even more absurd, if I get the Premier League table up, don't know if it still stands, but we are one of the top scoring teams. We're not at the moment because people have caught up, but we were for the longest time the top goal scoring team in the league. I can't make head or tail of it. I just can't make head or tail of what the fucking issue is. Other than I don't like to blame the manager, you know, but I just feel like Maresca's been found out. I just do. You can blame the players for this, that, and everything else, but at the same time, if you're not making substitutions until the 85th minute in every fucking game, how much of that is the player's fault? It's not. I don't want to just completely pile on Maresca from the get-go. Truth be told, I absolutely love him. I really hope it works out for him. But the point is, his decision-making is as bad as a lot of the other managers that we've had. Potter, Pochettino, even Tuchel towards the end didn't know when to make a substitution. You can't complain that you don't have the support on the bench when you've got Nkunku on the bench, but you only bring him on with 10 minutes to go and you expect him to fucking pull something out of his ass. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. Giving them 5 to 10 minutes to turn a game is not it. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Sorry, I forgot to turn the timer off. It's just not going to work, you know? I fail to understand a lot of Maresca's mindset at times. I really think he knows what he's doing for the most part, but at the same time, when it comes to substitutions, he's got to be one of the worst ones we've ever had. Potter stank. Pochettino fucking waffed like the worst stank manager when it comes to fucking substitutions you've seen in a long time. However, Maresca's he's vying for that position, I must say. He really is. He is absolutely vying for that position. He needs to work on his subs. I'm not even going to remotely. If he makes a substitution at halftime here, wow. Do that in a fucking Premier League game, not against fucking Morecambe. You know? Second half coming up. Please do subscribe to the new channel. I'm going to play that trailer from time to time until the 26th, obviously. So incoming videos, incoming streams, all that sort of thing. If you see it, I'm sure you're going to get sick of it, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Harry Does 100 is the name of the channel. Interpret that as you wish. But please do subscribe. youtube.com/@HarryDoes100. The link is in the description. It's in the pinned comment in the chat. And there is a QR code on the screen as we speak. So please do subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Thank you to the 20 people so far that have subscribed. Really do appreciate the support. And yeah, you won't be disappointed. I promise. Second half is underway. Do you think you are the fiend? I don't think there is that scary noise in the... Is that noise on that trailer? It's just the little clicky, like the squeaky counting noise, isn't it? Oh, but anyway, I should have gone for a wee. Maresca is probably one of the best assistant coaches in the world. Not sure how he can grow into the level Chelsea deserve. Well, where do we go, though? If, supposing, it doesn't work out for Maresca, what the fuck do we do? Like, I really don't understand what we do. Use the Uncle Howdy song. Well, keep it, keep an open mind. You never know what might happen. Oh, it's a good, decent pass there from Tosin. A bit too much on it. And Nkunku nearly bringing it down, but it's straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. But, no managers available. It's the same as the striker situation. Obviously, there are strikers available, but they cost so much money because they just aren't a regular commodity these days, are they? Decent play. Cucurella is a substitution. Has he made a substitution? Gusto's on. Sancho's on. How many fucking substitution has this twat made? Malo Gusto's come on for James. Cucurella has come on for Lavia. And Jadon Sancho has come on for Neto. Brown Zounds, there is no you were saying. I'm saying do that in the Premier League. I literally said, I'm not bothered if you do it in a game like this. It doesn't, you need to do it in the Premier League when it fucking matters. I don't know. Obviously, it was crazy in the first place that he was playing some of these players to begin with. But then, come the Bournemouth game on Tuesday, he's not going to make any substitute. He's not going to make one. He's not going to make one at half time. Let alone 3. 3 likes away from 100 on the stream. Please do. Smash the like button. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification. All that good stuff. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hey, it's end o'clock. It is end o'clock. Who went off? Oh, I've already gone through this. James, Lavia, and Neto have gone off. Malo Gusto, Cucurella, and Jadon Sancho have come on. Disassi out wides. Tyreek George. Oh, and it's come out again! Cuckoo, it's in! 2-0. It's a sloppy goal once again. It really, really is. But we'll take it. And Nkunku gets one on the scoreline. It's a really good shot from Vega. Palmed away, I think. And Nkunku puts it away. Yeah! 10 o'clock. 2-0 to the Chelsea. Two 2-0 to the Chelsea. Good goal. Really good goal. Good placement. He loves this promo. I mean, I'm sticking it in any chance I can. After every goal. After... I'm not. I just like the promo. Subscribe. The link is in the I'll stop. The link is in the description, pinned comment, QR code on screen. Chelsea 2, Morecambe 0. I won't do it again, don't worry. I'm sorry. It's already dark. 4:15. Yeah, pick that out the back of the net. The moon is shining very bright. Why do you rate Carmelo Hayes? When in the fuck did I ever say, oh, why don't you rate Carmelo Hayes? He's a bum, that's why. He is just such a fucking dweeb. He's adopted a gimmick that you just know he wasn't like that at school. And he's always wanted to be the cool kid, you know? And so he's adopted this lame gimmick to make out like he is that guy. And I can assure you, he is not him. He might say he's him, but he's not him. Ball comes in. Dangerous. Yeah, LA Knight can fuck off as well. He's trying to be Stone Cold and The Rock combined, isn't he? I just don't buy it, you know? Well, I got the hiccups. Oh, 2-0. Morecambe are making substitutions. It's, I mean, were we 2-0 up against Bradford? Do you remember that game against Bradford? Dan, was it you saying that? It was that 10 years since that game. Were we 2-0 up against Bradford and then lost 4-2? Was it that game? 4-2. 2-0 up, 4-2 down. I love you, Solo! No longer the tribal chief. Never was the tribal chief. There is only one OTC, and his name is Roman Reigns. Jacob Fatu, future world champ? Absolutely. The guy's a fucking animal. Good on the mic. Great. I'll tell you who else is an animal. Fucking Mark Guiu. His tracking down, his determination is unwavered, is unmatched. It's a shot and it's over the bar by Joao Felix. Jacob reminds me of Umaga. He is like the reborn, Umaga reborn, isn't he? Decent effort by Joao Felix. Looks to whip it. Doesn't whip it well enough. Sadly. 30 subscribers on the channel. Wow. Thank you very much to everyone that has subscribed. Really do appreciate it. We'll aim for 100. We'll aim for 100 by the Man City game, I reckon. What's that? 1, 2, 3 games from now? The road to 10K begins. Keith Lee for heavyweight, moved like cruiserweight. It's not strictly, no, it won't be, Joe. It's different. It is different. But my selling point to this is, if you like me, if you like my personality, then subscribe. That's the only thing I can say. And that's not me by any means. I'm saying, if you don't like me, if you do not like me, don't subscribe. Because you won't like you won't like it. But if you do like me, then by all means, you're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. It's something different for me. Jadon Sancho. Renato Vega plays it out wide. Tyreek George. Cucurella crosses it in. It's a decent one. Comes back out to him. It's a bit of a mess. What do you think about our performance so far? A bit lackluster, I've got to be honest with you, but also kind of expected at the same time, you know? Kind of expected. My prediction was 3-1, you know, 3-0, 3-1. I was not expecting a battering, and a battering is not what we've provided. At least not yet. It might all come crashing down for Morecambe, and they just accept defeat. Malo Gusto. I still see us conceding at least one. That definitely went out for a corner ball. Is Palmer a cult hero at Chelsea at the moment? Because I've seen a kid wearing a scarf with his face. Probably, yeah, I would imagine so. The whole saying, the best thing since sliced bread, Palmer is sliced bread. You know? Palmer's sliced bread without the crusts on. Doesn't get much better than that. To be fair, I like the crust, but I don't actively like the crust. I don't think, oh yeah, I'm going to leave the crust to the end and fucking yam on them. But, you know, he's I'd say probably the biggest player at Chelsea since Mount. In terms of, like, you think like little kids wanting to be a footballer or looking up to a footballer. It was Mason Mount most recently, and now it's Cole Palmer, you know? The crust is underrated. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's just kind of there, isn't it? Jadon Sancho down the wing. Not quite Marcus Alonso level, but, you know, we'll take it. Gusto inside finds Renato Vega, who's he's lining one up. There's something about Renato Vega that's very Jacob Fatu. I don't know how to describe it, but he just really does. He really does give off Jacob Fatu vibes. Does that make sense? Boys FC, thank you for subscribing on this channel. Really do appreciate it. Mark Guillou. Disassi. Joao Felix. Mount is dead to me, but I miss Gallagher. Yeah, I do. I really do like. I did like Gallagher a lot. Just wide. Looked like it went in. Mount can suck on the biggest bag of like dicks. If it was up to me, You know, not that I'd want to watch. But Mason Mount is just one of those players who can fuck right off. Do you get what I'm saying? He is just such a big fucking moist towel. I have absolutely no time for him, you know. He's just such a fucking... I don't even want to say the C word because I think it's too easy to call him that. It's too easy to call him that. But he is one of those. But I'm not going to, you know, lower the tone of the channel or of the stream. I know I did tell him to suck a bag of dicks, but at the same time, I did love Mount once. That's what makes it hurt even more. Mount was the boy. Mount was like the future of the club. Mount was like the star boy. Go on. He was for a long time. Just like that. Fucking, he could fuck right off. I lost the love so quickly. It's like coming home and finding your missus cheating on you with your I don't know, not even your best mate, but like that bloke at work who you just fucking like, ugh, I hate him. You come home and your missus is getting porked by him, and you're like, ugh, fucking hate you. Don't even know where I'm going with this now. Oh no, that's the feeling. That's the feeling. Imagine that pain. Imagine that pain. That's what it felt like. That heartbreak, that pain that Mason Mount gave us is the equivalent of that, I would say. There are so many 40, 50, 60-year-old blokes who fucking loved Mason Mount. Your Johnny Minerals. Yeah, my dad. Alex Goldberg, who isn't 40, but he looks it. You know, everyone knows. You know the fucking Bush, him, that guy. He's not a Chelsea fan, I don't think, but fuck me, if he was, he would love him a bit of Mason Mount. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? You know the bloke that gets the Chinese and shouts Bosh? If he was Chelsea, he would have fucking loved a bit of Mason Mount. There's an image. There's a real image to like. I was upset. But Big John, that's it. There's like an image you can just work it out in your head. What kind of bloke that's a Chelsea fan would have loved Mason Mount? There's liking Mason Mount and expected him to be the future of the club and everything like that. But these blokes, they went through untold devastation. The heartbreak they went through, you know, and the fucking. The poor families of these blokes, you know, I could only imagine if I was still living at home and my dad, if Mason Mount was playing whilst I was still living at home, my dad would have, the TV would have gone out the fucking wall, out of the room. Do you know what I'm saying? Like one of those ones. It would have been like, I don't know how else to describe it other than like Mason Mount. Is there another player that betrayed us beyond repair? Like beyond anything imaginable? Not Lukaku. There's got to be someone. There has to be someone that is the equivalent of Mason Mount situation, but I don't think there is. Gallas! You're absolutely right. William fucking Gallas. My dad fucking loved William Gallas. Absolutely loved William Gallas. He was a proper Chelsea we thought he was. When he scored, do you know the goal I mean? Was it against Tottenham? Was it against Tottenham? Gallas goal versus Tottenham. Last second of the game. 2006. And it was that Schwapper, Essien-style goal. And Courtois as well. But even then, kind of, but not really. I don't think that would have hurt me. I don't know. Maybe. But Gallas. Gallas is that one. My dad fucking loved Gallas. He was one of his favourites at one point. And he betrayed us. He went to Arsenal, went to Tottenham. My dad has not got any time for that guy anymore. I'll tell you that much. He does not see him as a former Chelsea player. He sees him as former Arsenal and former Tottenham. It's not even on the radar. It's not even on the radar that he's a Chelsea player once before. And I think the same goes for Mount. Mount will never be a Chelsea player in a lot of fans' eyes. You look at your players that have come about that you wouldn't have expected, like Giroud. He's a Chelsea boy. Who else? Fabregas. He's a Chelsea boy. Former Arsenal, both of them, but they're Chelsea boys. There's plenty where you're like, I can't imagine liking this player. I've always liked them at this club, but until they come to Chelsea, I would love them to come to Chelsea. And then they do, and you're like, fucking Pedro as well. Pedro's another one where you're like, fucking, there's something about him. I love him. Ashley Cole, obviously, goes without saying. I bet you there were so many middle-aged men that loved Gallas. Middle-aged Chelsea fans at the time that loved Gallas, and he fucked us. And it's just... he's never going to be liked, ever. The same goes for Mason fucking Mount. He's never going to be liked ever again by Chelsea fans. For the most part. I'm sure there's still like fucking Johnny's going to be sucking him off and, you know, missing him and all that sort of thing. And he was proper Chelsea. I don't believe any of it. Fucking brown envelopes this and fucking all this, that and everything else. It's just not true, is it? He's home now, isn't he? He's home now, Johnny. He's home now. Havertz can fuck off as well, yeah. Havertz is probably the same, yeah. I really liked Havertz, the idea of Havertz. And I really liked him at one point, I really liked him. And then very quickly, even before like the issues arose, I really just didn't. I started to really fucking hate him. It's his sort of like, not even like Sterling sort of run. Sancho. But it's, and he does it for Arsenal. And I've seen Arsenal fans complain about it as well. But it's, Havertz runs around the pitch barely. But Havertz wanders around the pitch like a little fairy. And he just doesn't, he doesn't look like he gives a fuck at all. He never, ever plays like he cares at all. Even when he scores, it's always like fucking with the neck forward, like just running. He's got the build of Calfreezy, you know. He's hunched over like a fucking giraffe. He's just such a lanky piece of shit. I can't stand him. I absolutely fucking hate him. And this whole thing of, he won you a Champions League, though, couldn't give a bollocks. I could not give a bollocks. Toss in! Oh! It's an absolute scorcher of a goal from Tosin Adarabioyo. He makes up for his deflected goal in the first half with an absolute peach of a finish. 10 o'clock. Chelsea 3, Morecambe 0. always really takes away the intensity saying Morecambe. Is it Tosin? Tosin. Tossin sounds so much better. Sounds dubious, but, you know. It's a great goal. Oh, I had a voice crack, did I? It's a great goal. What a goal. Anyway. Anyone, you know, enjoying the game, are we? Yeah. Opinions on Pulisic. It's one of those where he's an Nkunku. He's an Nkunku. Sky was the limit at one point and just wasn't getting enough game time. When he did get game time, didn't really utilize the situation very well. Same as like Ziyech. I think Ziyech could have been really good. And I really liked Ziyech at times. But Ziyech, much like Havertz, had that like nonchalant sort of like style of play. He's got the old fucking swagger about him. He looks like he's Jack the fucking lad and all this bollocks. And then when he scores, he's just sort of like, oh, fuck off. You've just scored a 60-yard goal against Tottenham Hotspur at the Bridge and you're just walking away. Fuck off, you virgin. That goal will forever do my nutting. It's the most viewed video on this channel, if I'm not mistaken. But at the same time, absolutely fuck off. Like it was one of my favorite goals for quite some time. But the celebration just did my nutting. And I know he was going for like a cold celebration, but fuck off. Just if that was me, or any of you for that matter, if you scored a goal of that level, that magnitude in a game of as big as that, you'd be going fucking nuts. I celebrated harder and I didn't even score the fucking goal. It's just absurd to me. It really is. Cover's the best goal I've seen live at the Bridge. I'm trying to think what's the best goal I've seen. Danny Drinkwater's goal against Stoke was pretty good. I always bring that up because I'm in the behind the goal. I saw Willian's goal against Barcelona in 2017. That was a good one. You're behind Jack Butland. I think it was him. Oh, good chance for Morecambe. It's Mudrik's celebration in the Conference League. Honestly, fucking grow up. I hate it. I hate what celebrations have become. Oh, it's another one. 4-0. Joao Felix just molests it. Absolutely violates the ball into the bottom corner. Just caresses it as soon as you like. Smooth as you like, sorry. It's Chelsea 4, Morecambe 0. It's an absolute fucking walkover right now. I'm going to have to do it. I'm sorry. There's, people watching. Subscribe. Subscribe. QR codes, links are all over the gaff. It's a great finish. It's a really, really good finish. He didn't celebrate. I'm not expecting people to celebrate in a game like this. You know? It's just not... It's not that kind of game, especially 4-0 up. You know? But yeah, links to the YouTube channel in the pinned comment in the chat. It's in the description. It's QR code. YouTube.com/@HarryDoes100. Excuse me. What's a youngster at Chelsea you think should play more? Well, I think Achimpong should have started today, or at least come on in the second half. Why the fuck is Achimpong on the bench? Why do you bring James off if not to bring Achimpong on? You know? Why are you bringing Gusto on instead? No offense to Gusto, but I'm just saying. Surely Achimpong is like the fucking guy to... He may start Tuesday. I fucking doubt that. I doubt it. I hope I'm wrong, but I do doubt it. Jermaine, thank you for subscribing. Really do appreciate it. 38, we're 2 to... Oh, it's another one! Wow! 5 of the best. It's Joao Felix with another one. 5-0. And it's just... It's one after another. It's one after another. Hey, 10 o'clock. We've bounced back. We have bounced back. A Joao Felix hat-trick? Who says no? Who says no? Maresca says no. We're back and we're better than ever. That's a great goal. That's a fantastic goal. We're not back until the City game. If we lose to City, fucking hell. I never thought I'd say that ever. Like in the last few years, I never thought I'd be like, fuck me, if we lose to City, we're finished. But if there's ever a time to beat City, it's these days. You know? They're obviously turning it around a little bit, but at the same time, like, come on. This is good for confidence. Is it snowing at the bridge right now? Doesn't look like it's snowing outside. Oh, nearly in the back of the net. Jorgensen, sorry, with an absolute stinker. Nearly concedes. Is it meant to snow tonight? It's -1 at the moment. It is... Fucking hell. It was -6 this morning. -6. Unbelievable. I'm absolutely dying for a piss. I won't lie to you. I shan't ever lie to you. I'm desperate. Well over 100 people watching on X. Thank you very much. If you aren't following my my X page, my Twitter page, then by all means, please do. At HarryCFXI. If you're watching, you're already on there. So drop me a little follow. Drop me a little follow. I really would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Calls for a penalty there. Unsure. Felix did seem to be diving there a little bit. Plymouth just scored against Brentford. Looks Rooney was the problem. Well, Rooney's shit, isn't he? Rooney is one of the worst managers to ever manage a team. I think ever. He's got to be one of the very worst. The very, very worst. And there's been some hooners. But my goodness me, he stinks. Hope Lampard does all right versus Coventry. Who's he managing these days? Oh, he's done right at Coventry. No, you're right. I was going to say, surely he's I felt like he was manager at Coventry. Gary Neville is like, it's fucking one off, innit? Did you download World at War? I did. I've got it on Xbox. I've actually got it. I'm thinking to do a stream. I'll be doing a stream next week. I just had to find my foot in this last week. First week back at work, so obviously wasn't going to be anything too crazy. But yeah, hopefully some gaming this coming week, amongst other stuff as well, prepping and all that. FA Cup. But yeah, we could expect some gameplay for sure. Oh, I need a wee. FIFA again, it was a joke. Fortnite can fuck off. No offense, Ryan. I don't know if I can be asked to play FIFA anymore. It's so shit. I've been playing it on like on a different save on my Xbox during Christmas, and it fucked me off just beyond belief. Beyond belief. I couldn't believe how fucking shit that game was. I beat Newcastle, and I beat them like 3-0, but then fucking Man United come about and they beat me like 6-1, and I'm just like, what the fuck is the point? What is the point? I don't understand. Like, it's not even remotely realistic. I don't know. It's hard to believe that come next season I'll be buying FIFA 26 or EA 26, whatever the fuck it's going to be called. But you know, I probably will. I really hope I don't. You know, but Indiana Jones, I've been playing a little bit of that as well. It's on Game Pass, so I've played a little bit. I'm interested in doing that. Tried playing it with the missus during Christmas. She didn't really find it that entertaining, so I'll probably do that on stream at some point. You know, so if that's something you want to watch, I'm probably going to bring back my Twitch channel again. You know, so twitch.tv/@HarryCFXI. I'll put my link in the chat in just a second. Twitch.tv/HarryCFXI. That doesn't count. www.twitch.tv/HarryCFXI. Does that count? Why is this not working? Is that a link? There we go. Fucking hell. There we go. If you have Twitch, I'm you know, I want to start doing more. I'm not playing FIFA again, I don't think. I can't be fucking bothered. So, Rudy, you're probably right. Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably on the top of the list, alongside GTA 5, Judgment TTV. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Do appreciate it. Yeah, just a real mishmash of games, I think. Have I gone really blue? No? Which is the best FIFA to buy? My favorite FIFA was probably FIFA 09 or FIFA 11. FIFA 14 was good as well. I really like FIFA 14. FIFA 13 was all right. After FIFA 14, I think it kind of started to go downhill a little bit. But yeah. If you want to watch me play some games really badly, then by all means, subscribe. And you can watch me lose my temper at games that are probably very easy to most people. I've never played Red Dead Redemption 2, so I've had a lot of people telling me that I should play it and that it's life-changing and really, really good. So if you want to see me play Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm going to buy it at some point in the near future and give it a go. I've already got it, but it's at home. It's at my mum's house. I can't be fucking bothered to go all the way there and get it. So I'll probably just download it. Borderlands. Played a lot of Halo over the Christmas period as well. Fucking Lance, Rudy, don't even get me started. We've got to finish Vice City somehow, some way. GTA 6, whenever it comes out, I will be looking to play GTA 6 quite aggressively. I will be doing live streams throughout the day. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be at work and at school and all that sort of thing, but when the game comes out, I will be off work and I will be playing GTA 6 on stream. So by all means, tune in for that. I'll probably be streaming. I might even stream on the new channel, you know. Great chance for Morecambe. That's a shocker of a shot. My God. But yeah, the new channel, probably a good place to do gaming if it's going to be on YouTube, but it'll probably be on Twitch as well at the same time. I just don't want to do gaming on here because it's strictly football. Do you know what I mean? So, how are you getting off work? Hopefully work doesn't catch you. If I'm taking it as annual leave, I'm not taking it as sick leave. If I'm taking it as annual leave, they can fuck off. They don't need to know what I'm doing. You know? Oh my God, it's getting hot in here. That's a number 9 off our transfer list. What, because we scored 5 goals today? Yeah. Cat building game. A minute to go. For those of you still watching this, 271 of you watching across the platforms at the moment. YouTube.com/HarryDoes100. The link is in the pinned comment in the chat. It is in the description. It is the QR code on the screen. Please do subscribe. I promise you, if you find me entertaining in any degree, if you like my personality, if you just think, oh, Harry's cool, you know, I can assure you, you will like the new channel and what it will bring. If you're not subscribed yet, you will be one day. I can assure you that much. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a very good time. You play it at half time. The cat building game. Oh, that one. The cat with the sledgehammer. We could play that at some point. I'm subscribing to your new channel, and are we getting contents other than games though? It's not a gaming channel. It's not a gaming channel. I can spill the beans on that part. It is not a gaming channel. There we go, full time. Do I do a review? I can't be asked, let's be honest. 5-0. good result. Good clean sheet for Jorgensen. And yeah, it's a good result all around. It was the result everyone was kind of expecting, you know. So, you know, a goal from Nkunku, a missed penalty from Nkunku, but a goal from him in the end. 2 goals from Tosin Adarabioyo, including one that was very much a deflection, and a brace from Mr. Joao Felix as well. 5-0 to Chelsea. Chelsea through to the next round. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe to this channel, and also youtube.com/HarryDoes100 is the new channel. I'm going to run the trailer before we go. But thank you to each and every one of you that's tuned in. Thank you for the super chats. The FA Cup draw, I don't know when it is. It will be soon, though, probably tomorrow after the games complete their full-time whistle. Until then, have a good one. I will see you on Monday for a preview, and then Tuesday for the Bournemouth game. And yeah, stay safe. All the best. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Harry. Up the Chels. And peace. It ends o'clock.